have to give this car back to the dealership because I cannot afford it. I love this car. This car is very special, very comfortable, very beautiful. I officially joined the list of those inspiring entrepreneurs that sacrifice their comfort to build their amazing businesses. One day I will get myself an amazing, safe, comfortable car when the time is right. But today I have to say bye to the car that has been with me for the past 4 years. And to figure out how I'm gonna do things without the car, but it is possible. I am grateful for the opportunity, building a business, and whatever financial opportunity I have, it is going into the business because I know that one day this business is going to be such a blessing, not only for me individually, but for people that we're working with and taking care of, and families and their kids and kids of the kids. So again, a good reminder to surrender, to trust the process, knowing that giving away your dream car is not the end. It is just a transition into the next. And be grateful for everything that has happened in the past, and with excitement, moving forward into the future that we built, you and I built together. But today I will be, using public transport. And it's funny because I come from Ukraine. I used to use public transportation, no problem, because we have that. However, those who know Los Angeles and United States as a whole concept, not having a car, it is quite a challenge. I don't know yet how I'm gonna be living without the car, but we will figure something out. I cannot be attached to things. Wouldn't love to be in a position like that, but at the same time, this is the right thing to do, and I just have to move forward. Today, it's about building, it's about investing, it's about putting everything that I have into business that I love. Thank you so much for everything that we have lived together. It was such a beautiful chapter of my life, and I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So dramatic. I know that this is not the last car in my life. See where this YouTube channel will go. They're going home, and I will be riding right here behind you. And I'm not sad about it at all. It's actually very fun and adventurous. Okay, I'm ready. So today I'm going to the Sport and Entertainment Procurement Summit. It brought together local leaders and exhibitors such as city agencies, development programs, and business network from across Los Angeles, all focused on helping small and creative local businesses connect with opportunities tied to events like the World Cup, the Super Bowl, and the Olympics 2028. For our brand, it was about being part of that conversation where Los Angeles culture, hospitality, and global experience meet.
I do check to see if there's a service that we need, and sometimes I have called a business and I don't get a call back, I don't get a response back, or they change what they do.
And staff augmentation solutions. Next to him is Naomi Mendoza.
And our Olympic and Paralympic Games, what are your top priorities as you think about economic development, infrastructure, and the things that you have in store for LA?
You don't do certain types of businesses for obvious reasons, but you gotta say that.
Do tell.
The list will show.
My pleasure.
Learn a lot and hopefully we'll continue this conversation.
Sounds good. Get me the information.
information to do the tasting with this restaurant for one of us mezcal. It was pretty spontaneous, but those are my favorite moments when things are very spontaneous. So hopefully we're gonna make it happen.
Good it's gonna be, even if they promise it's gonna, improve by then.
Good morning. Before jumping into everything that I have on my to-do list for today, what I love doing after the events like yesterday, I follow up with everyone that I have met. Yesterday was a gigantic event. Lots of people. Even I did not expect that. In the beginning, I didn't want to go, thinking it's too far. I didn't have a car right now. It's in downtown. I'm gonna be there for a while. There's gonna be traffic. But then I just felt that I have to go. And I went. Now, networking 101, 3 things at those events that are huge. Nobody will ever just come to you to say hello. Come first to introduce yourself. Second, ask them questions about them, about their business, and listen. Number 3, once you ask somebody a question and they told you everything about themselves, about their business, pause, don't talk. Let them also ask you a question about you and about your business. So these are 3 things. Always works, always a lovely conversation. Because again, business, we are in the business of people. We are not just selling products. We are in the business of people. And I'm gonna say that, but it is very annoying when at the events you just sitting down or you waiting in line to speak with a speaker, and then suddenly there's just a random person comes to you with their phone on your face and saying, scan it, this is my info, let's connect. And at this point, it's so fast, I don't know who is that person, there's no connection at all. And I'm like, wait, what? Why do I have to scan it? Who you are? What's your name? Wait, what? And I know that some people are trying to take advantage of time, but I would argue that it's better to spend extra 15-30 seconds to come to say hello and start a conversation before slamming people with your business card and telling them what to do. Hopefully it helps. Perfect. I love my head so much. So for this, what I love doing when I follow up with people, this is the agenda list. And here I can go ahead and find all the speakers from the event. Sometimes you can go ahead and wait for the speaker and speak to them after the panel, but very often it's not the case. I couldn't memorize everyone and I couldn't meet with every speaker. And there was one specific panel of 4 people that are very important for me to meet because they are the high ups at the arenas or concert venues that very often have private rooms, VIP rooms for the guests. So my goal is that one of us mezcal will be welcoming people when they arrive to the concert, to the show, or to watch a game, and they have their own VIP room where they gather with friends and family or co-workers or clients. And one of us mezcal, a beautiful bottle, high-end spirit, will be welcoming them and complimenting their experience during the game, show, or concert. It is my responsibility to find a way to connect to people that ultimately make decisions. Now, at the event, they share the resources where you can go to the website, or very often for venues like that, they have a specific website that you can fill out the form as a supplier. But that's where I like getting creative. And then once I did my homework and I sent the form and I'm waiting, I can find these people on LinkedIn and reach out to them and saying, hi, this is Roza. I did this, I did that, and I'm waiting and I haven't heard back. Perhaps you could guide me through next steps. And very often we have this preconception that speakers literally hate us reaching out to them, that they feel annoyed. But you would be surprised that it is not actually the case. And I heard so many times from people that I have met, and I mentioned to them that, oh, I was hesitant to reach out in the first place, but they all were saying, Rosa, no, I'm here to help you. I'm here to actually be available to you. So thank you so much for reaching out, and never hesitate. Now, we live in an amazing world where ChatGPT writes everything for you. I don't operate without it. However, what I love doing, it is creating and writing genuine, honest, and personalized message to each person, not just a random message written by ChatGPT that sounds the same with those annoying long dashes. Hate it. If there is an insight that you remember that specific person sharing from the event, let them know. Oh, by the way, I really enjoyed the insight that you shared, blah, 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 because it's true. So I'm gonna approach it a little bit old way, but I ultimately believe it's that way. It's good to save some time, but there's also beauty in spending a little extra time to actually customize and personalize your message to the specific person and make it honest and make it human. I would encourage you to reach out to that person that you were hesitant to reach out for a long time. Write a nice personalized message, keep it short, keep it specific, on point, and send it. Well, there was one specific event, actually, I remember when I spent so much money to go to that event specifically for that one person, because that gentleman is a rock star in entertainment industry, and I was looking up to him, and he's one of those people that doesn't have PR, he doesn't have a lot of interviews, so if you want to learn from him, the only one way is to actually go to see him live, or, I don't know, develop this work relationship where you have a chance to reach out. I didn't have none of that, but I knew that it was very important, so I went to the event and I met with him, and my voice was shaking, I was blushing, I didn't know what to say, but he saw something in me. I think I said something right, and we exchanged info. No contact for almost 4 years, until one day I feel like I'm ready. I need to reach out to him, and he responds. And then we end up meeting, and it was one of the best an hour and a half in my life, when it was just amazing conversation with somebody that I deeply respect, and had a chance to ask every possible question, which, funny enough, he was asking me questions more. But we had this meeting before my next very important meeting at the agency, and I asked him, hey, obviously I didn't say hey, but I asked him along the conversations, asking if he could be my mentor. And he said, you know, I want to help you at the capacity that I can. At that time, he told me, Rosa, focus on your leadership skills. And it's been, I don't know how many months ago, but it was very inspiring and beautiful and enlightening. I hope it helps. Maybe it's your sign that you need to reach out to that person. Don't be afraid. The worst thing that they can do is never respond, and you won't lose by not getting the answer. You will lose by not trying to reach out. So this is your sign. Go and write that message. Hope it helps. Today is a busy day. Gonna be one meeting after another. Marco and I divided responsibilities. While I'm doing the tasting sales, he's gonna have another meeting from home. And once I come back, we have more meetings. And tonight I'm going to the movie premiere, and I'm taking you with me. But we're gonna be chatting about it later today.
You okay?
The tasting went great. He's responsible for the liquor purchasing. I love meeting women that are so badasses and so confident and experienced and worldly, and wow, it was very amazing. okay, I'm gonna be doing Get Ready With Me for the first time. It feels so awkward to be in front of you like this, but we're gonna be getting ready for the premiere. And where are we going today? Nuremberg 2025, what it is about. Nuremberg is a 2025 American historical drama film written, co-produced, and directed by James Vanderbilt. Not a romantic comedy, but I actually like this type of movies, and I love historical context, and I love movies and TV series based on real events. So this is actually something that would be interesting to watch. Russell Crowe, Rami Malek, Colin Hanks. I have less than 30 minutes, and I wish this wasn't the case. I don't like doing makeup and look for the products. Yeah, you won't see me doing makeup tutorials on this YouTube channel. This is my second vlog, and from the previous one, if you watch, and you might know that I'm a founder building One of Us Mezcal, beautiful agave spirit made in Oaxaca, positioned in quiet luxury category. And that's my life. That's what I do. That's what I love. That's what I breathe. That's what I'm excited about. And that's my life. But I'm coming from entertainment. I was in entertainment since I was 5 years old because I was playing violin on the weddings. So since I was a kid, I was already entertainer and bringing joy to people through music. I was that kid that was sitting in a theater and watching the movie to the very end to see the credits and hoping that I will find someone with Ukrainian last name on the credits, thinking that, well, maybe they are some Ukrainians who actually made it in Hollywood. Until one day I moved to Hollywood myself and my journey began. I studied from music videos. That's all what I wanted to do at that time. But then Marco and our real dream was always making movies, and at that time we were developing, finding IP, original IP, and then developing it in order to sell to a bigger network and produce it. That's what I spent my last, I don't know how many years, developing a TV series based on a best-selling Amazon novel, and it is still in progress, it is still in development. I love these opportunities to go to the premieres and experience movie on a big screen. And not only that, but also to see people that made it. When people think of movies, they maybe focus only on the stars and director, but being a producer and knowing the whole process from the inside, it's just a nice experience to be in one room, in one theater, celebrating the whole team making this project come true. And making movies, again, it's not easy and it's very long. So I really admire people that work in entertainment. I know the industry is going through tough times, but we will survive. There was a moment where I had to make a very serious decision. It's either continuing my independent filmmaking or go and find a job at one of the studios. And I just knew that I cannot do corporate. I know I will be very miserable in there. And I tried. I applied for a couple of jobs and nobody took me. But I receive it as a sign that that's not what I need to focus on. Instead of job hunting, I decided to bet on myself and start my entrepreneurial career. I wanted to create something that will live outside of a hard drive, and actually something that you can sip, something that you can see, smell, taste. And I would say that One of Us Mezcal as idea, as a concept, chose me rather than me just brainstorming so many ideas. I went through that creative phase. However, perhaps it sounds spiritual, but I do believe that One of Us Mezcal chose me to materialize in real life. And there are a couple of entrepreneurs talking about this, Rick Rubin, one of those, and that idea either will materialize through you because you're gonna put all your means in making it happen, or that idea will find somebody else to come to life. So in my case, I had to make a choice. Am I going to corporate, or I'm betting on myself and started my own business in alcohol space? And again, I have to acknowledge that I'm not doing life by myself. I have my best friend, my partner, my husband, Marco, and it is so beautiful to do life together when it's not just me alone by myself, but we do life together, we make decisions together, and ultimately decide what is best for us individually, together, as a couple, as business partners. And I know my skill set. I know that even if, well, might not happen, but my entrepreneurial venture is not gonna get me as far as I envision, I always can find a job. I'm 24, I have amazing skill set, I have lots of experiences, I'm responsible, I can deliver. So I know that finding a job wouldn't be necessarily the most difficult thing, but at that time I had to make a decision, what am I gonna do next? And I chose to start a business, and no regrets. I love what I do. I'm in love with what I'm doing, and if anything, I just wish I could have more hours in a day to continue doing this. So yeah, we're gonna go to the premiere. I got invited by a friend and Russell Crowe. I mean, I grew up watching Gladiator. Obviously, my parents were very mindful to fast forward very violent scenes, but to have such a cinematic experience in early age, I think it shaped me in a way that I love cinema, and perhaps it was one of the first sparks that made me to want making movies. Once I build a legacy and I will have the means to support young filmmakers and help them to bring their vision to life, to bring their stories into life, and help them to expose themselves as creators, I know that I will be in a position like that one day. And again, it's never late to be a movie producer as long as you have financial means to do it and network to utilize, and find a way and find the project that you're truly passionate about and want to support. So I am excited because I love living in LA, because right now I'm in between these two worlds: entrepreneurship, building a brand in alcohol space, but also Hollywood, where I'm developing a project and I'm very present in the industry. I'm almost done. Now I need to get my hair done. Okay, I am getting there. I think I'm ready. I don't style my hair. This is just how they are when I wash them. I don't like style them. First of all, I don't have the right equipment. Second of all, I never have enough time to do this. And I like my hair. I like my hair as it is. I think I'm ready to go. I'm ready to shine. Since I started One of Us 3 years ago, my budget also has changed, and every financial opportunity goes into building the business and not my closet. I haven't done shopping in 3 years, and I'm fine with that. Instead of getting more material things, and most likely things that I don't need. So since I started building this business, I embraced life of simplicity, understanding that I don't need more than I have, and perhaps I actually have more than I need. So I'm really enjoying this phase of my life where it is simplicity and understanding that life often lies in simplicity, which is philosophy for One of Us as well. Less is more, less is better. Obviously, I would love to travel more and just have a little vacation with Marco, but I'm really enjoying the process of building and these little opportunities that I have of going out and to the movie premiere or screening or other events. It's always very enjoyable. One day I'm gonna take you to my own premiere, but today I'm gonna show you behind the scenes and how people celebrate movies. and how is it happening. So I'm taking you with me.
Was just so drawn into that story and that relationship between those two men. I thought it was so.
About hubs which, will could add together to actually create the person that he became. Still be still. And we've got to get our shit together.
So the algorithm, and right now this company created ebook, which is what it is, as a free asset that helps them to bring you into the funnel. And there are many publications with this name, by the way. So I think they should get a bit creative with the name. And I saw a beautiful polished picture of matcha, got my attention. Then I find that coffee shop on social media, and I really like the social media, and I look at the comments. This place is too expensive, this place whatever, this doesn't taste good, reviews. Didn't take me whatever. For middle class, think that rich people just spend money left and right, but it's not the case.
It can be also that,
like, look at our friends.
Artistry,
yeah,
and flavors, and not portions.
And not getting in there. We mentioned Jacinto. It doesn't need to be like a whole paragraph, but Andre the lead master Mescalero, he's part of Why Us.
And then we show Jacinto here, paired with the features and the bottle and everything to see the chef. That was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. We remember it was always
worthy of the relationship. Oh, that's me. Look at this. Look how big this thing is. And I just ran into it.
How? Why? Long nights, lots of events, lots of work. But at 24 years old, even though I built the business of my dreams, I cannot forget what life is. And that point where you are getting tired, but then you're also missing a spark. And yesterday, Marco told me, Rosa, I think we're gonna do some fun tomorrow. And we asked a friend of ours to go and ride horses. And to me, riding horses, it is very personal. Because as little Rosa back in Ukraine, going to the park with her father and having those 15 minutes walk in the park with a horse, I mean, since I was a child, I always wanted to know how to ride horses and how just to spend time with an animal and appreciate this connection between the horse and you. And I just love this, but then I never really had an opportunity to do that growing up back in Ukraine. And today, again, work is not going away. There's still a lot of pressure. Work is part of who I am, but that's not everything that I am. So I'm very excited. A little bit of rest and fun before going back home and digging back into my inbox. Since I don't have a car right now, we're gonna go on this beautiful bike. Sam.
Which one are you riding?
This one. Sam, I'm so sorry that you're so sweaty. Poor thing.
Come back. No issue.
Roza?
We're riding at the evening, and it's such a fairy tale. Dark, you can see the moon, the crickets. I am in my dream, and I cannot stop smiling because that's what I always wanted to do since I was a little kid. Good morning. It is Friday. The doggy is barking in the neighbor's house. It is cold, gloomy, gray, but I actually like this weather. It is 8 a.m. heading to the meeting. I'm taking my West Coast Chopper's bike. Marco got me this bike a while ago and I couldn't understand how cool it is at that time. I feel like he was even more excited than I am. And I'm gonna take it actually for the first time. It looks so cool. Wish me luck. Okay. It is 20 minutes away, but I can do that.
You telling me there's so many things that you have no idea how to do it. It's so like, no, but I think that it's such a big deal because I just feel like what I was always excited about Peel, it's this tiny things from scratch. There's literally nothing, and I'm excited about nothing because this I can work with nothing. Yeah, the team that is no. Okay. It is hard right now against the world, but it's gonna be a very long.
So now I have a little passion project. We need to customize it a little bit. I have the logo, which is good. I like it. This almost non-existent thing, I need to fix it. I want to color this in signature Runaway's red and then have stars, like gradually go from the big one to the small one, like, or black, I don't know yet. The seat is perfect, nothing need to be changed. And we need to clean all the chrome because I don't like this rust on the chrome, like no. I love this, this is my little vehicle. I'm reconnected to my Roza teenager, 14 years old. Yeah. Hanging out with boys in Darnica, Ukraine. The office where so much love happens on a daily basis. It was very nice to see Katie today. Her and I, we met a while back, and I think it was 2021. We were two young, ambitious, in our early 20s, up-and-coming producers trying to figure out how to get into the Hollywood, how to get into industry and create stories for the big screen. And we haven't had a chance to catch up in a long time, so it was actually very nice to catch up and reflect on our lives, how life takes us on a path that we haven't even imagined, that we haven't expected, but yet finding so much strength to go with the flow and trust the process. And she's very observant, I'm very observant, so we just had this beautiful exchange of human connection, and beautiful. She said that I inspire her, but she inspires me as well. I don't know why I felt so compelled to share this with you. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you do. I don't know who you are. I have something for you. If you feel that life is moving so slow and life is not happening and you feel behind, I felt like this so many times. And one thing that helped me, it is to stay still, not moving an inch from the place that you are at, and actually look back, look around and see all the things that have happened so far, how far you have come, and where you are today. It is the place where you have to be. There's so much movement that is happening in staying still and wait for the right moment to take the next step. You are not behind, you are where you meant to be. When I was a little girl, I could only dream of this that I just have behind me. I don't want to share only happy highlights, because right now, currently, I am in the moment in my life where life throws so many winds and I have to persevere through these very challenging and difficult times. And I know that these wins are for growing my character. And even as difficult as it is and challenging as it is, I know that I'm on the right path. This is the end of the week and I feel tired. So I have my to-do list. Hold on, let me see what I have. I had to organize my ChatGPT because it was a mess, but now it's all pretty organized by projects. Finalize an email, send a copy of corporate gifts to somebody very important who can give me the green light and say, okay, Rosa, go with that, or perhaps improve it. I started learning all digital marketing and e-commerce, and I had no idea what is that, so I had to learn this to build what I'm building. I will need to read a report about luxury goods and how customers engage with luxury goods online. Create the folder with all the creatives and also share this with my team, which again, I cannot wait to share this with you because it's been a couple of months in development, and building the team, it's a new skill that I'm acquiring and learn how to bring the best people for the specific things. And I will talk on this next week. And I need to send an investment deck. Yeah, so much fun. Once I finish it, I want to close my computer by 6 p.m. and enter into the space of rest and just be before getting back into the grind tomorrow. So there is that. I put some lighting. It's already dark. And I really need to record this video. I keep feeling so awkward in front of the camera that I wanted to re-record this, and then just don't be as nervous as I am right now. I'm still figuring out how to share this journey with you, so please bear with me. After talking to Katie today, I realized that I haven't shared in depth about one of us, about our team, the world that we're building, and the beauty that we are on a mission to preserve. And I really appreciate you staying here with me. It's going to be a process, and thank you for your patience. I wanted to have my YouTube channel since I was 15 years old, and it took me 9 years to reconnect with this. And even though I still feel just not comfortable in front of camera, like talking to the void, talking to that little screen, and really hoping and believing that you are there and you see and you listen, and that maybe this will resonate to you. So this is just me, who I am, and I want to share the real realities of a 24-year-old entrepreneur building her dream brand, which is one of us, and translate the intention through these videos, and hoping that this will inspire you to create things that you had given up on. Yeah, that's what I hope for. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye. you.